Hey guys, I hope you're all well. Right, a little bit on the Enfield. It's late in the evening. I've sort of changed my shift around a little bit. It's been unbelievably hot in here in the day, and I've been, slightly slow, I will say. It's been quite uncomfortable, but I have been doing little bits. What I've been doing? Oh, I've redone the RM swing arm. Got that all sorted again. Happy with that now. I dropped the rear shock into the RM after a bit of sorting out with the mounting at the top. It all seemed a bit worn to me. Somewhat didn't seem right, but I sorted it all out now. So yeah, I've been tinkering away. Now, Enfield. I'm going to get this underway. Got a couple of things to do. Obviously we can take the tank and the mudguard off now. I've got two bolts actually to put on the shoe that's under here that goes to the gearbox. There's one big 12mm bolt to go in there, and still got to put an M8 in the mounting point there. We've got a few things to go around and do up. All these are still loose, so I'm going to do that. We've got to drop the battery box off because there's things to do to that, and just generally have an evening of tinkering around. Now it's a bit cooler. I say cool, it's still nearly 25 in here, as you can see that, but no, that's been over 30 today and yesterday, so yeah, it's been a bit uncomfortable. Anyway, get these few jobs done, and we've got to start tucking into the wiring, get my head around that, because I'll be honest, I'll be totally honest, I've just not been in the right frame of mind to do it. I don't know why, and I'm not starting it not being in the right frame of mind, because that's when things go wrong. You'll start cutting corners if your head's not into it, and just generally not make a very good job of it, and I am not going to do that to this bike. So yeah, that's the truth more than anything. I've been delaying it in my head because I've just not been in the right frame of mind to start it. Well, you know what I mean, we've all been like that. You've all probably got projects in the shed and thought, I can't be bothered today. No different for me. I do have them days. I do. Sometimes that can go on for a week or two on certain jobs, on certain bikes. But anyway, we're going to get cracking. So let's start with sorting them bolts out on the bottom of the gearbox mount. Right, let's do this bolt first. So we've got this 12mm. I've got to do my usual thing to the end of it there. But first, we're going to make sure it fits all right, because sometimes on these, the casting on the gearbox can sort of foul up with the hole. I mean, I make these plates, but you can, I've said it before, it goes with a lot of things on these bikes. Sometimes, like, from one to the other, they can vary slightly and the hole doesn't quite line up, so we have to sort that out. Hopefully, this one's not going to be too bad. Unfortunately, I've got to remove the pipe to get it on. Luckily, I've not gone around tightening everything up yet, so it's not too much of an issue. So this hole here sometimes fouls up with the casting of the gearbox. Of course it is. Of course it's fouling up. Right, I'll see where that's going wrong and I'll sort it out. Actually, that's not too bad. That'll actually wind in. That's all right. So let's take the stampings off the head of the bolt, get a polish, and we'll get that wound in. Oh, it's trying to rain outside. That might cool things down a little bit. There's been some distant rumbles of thunder. The downside to that are a load of bikes outside that I've recently cleaned. Never mind. They'll soon dry off in this temperature. The head of this bolt's not too bad, so it only needs a bit of a skim. Right, that's that smoothed out a little bit. Bit of a polish. That's better. Right, let's just get that white round under there. Keep it nice and clean. Washer. I say, I think I'm sure that'll wind in. Yeah, that's gonna go in. Definitely. I think I'll be better with a socket on there. That's good. Drop the nut the other side. I can get around there. That's it. Right, I might as well get a spanner on the other side of that and get that done up. I say, start getting everything done up on the bike now. That's that sorted. Right, got these M8s. I've given the treatment, give them a polish on the heads. Get all this done with the exhaust pipes off. It just makes it a bit easier. I noticed I put a tampy one in here. I'm going to have to undo that. That's that one undone. Get the polished one in. There you go, nip them up. Sorted. I'll get the footrest nipped up as well now. Wipe over. Getting a little bit dusty in places. Right, let's go for the footrest rubber as well. So what we're going to do with these, what I normally do is drill a little hole in the end here, because these are so tight. I've had it before, if I haven't drilled a hole in there, it's so tight. Obviously when you're banging them on, it's basically they're expanding with air, and I have actually split them. So yeah, I always just pop a tiny little hole in there, and then the air can escape. And that'll do it. Get a bit of a squib of juice. Yeah, that's tight. That's really tight. Wow. I'm out of strength. Let's go for the percussion instrument. Oh, there we go. What was I messing about at? It's on. Right, bolt for the kickstart. There we go. That's that sorted. Well, for good luck. Let's give that a little test. Make sure everything's doing what it should. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, that's all good. Right, I think we can get the exhaust pipe back on now. No, in fact, let's do these. Let's do them up. Or we can get in at them easy. There we go. Don't want to be scratching anything at this stage. Let's just get that a bit of a wipe. A little bit dusty there. Right, I think the exhaust can go back on now. Just get everything on loose till I've got the whole thing together. And we'll tighten it all up. Yeah, that was it. Just get a couple more turns on the clamp. Wipe over. Get me dirty paw prints off everything. Right, this top engine mount as well. Slowly getting there. That's got it. Right, we're getting there. This is one of them 5-minute, 3-hour jobs. It's amazing how long some of these little silly jobs take, just going over everything and checking all the nuts and bolts, and yeah, just generally going over the whole bike. So I've just spotted another job, and that is this cap here. I never did drill that out for a grub screw to hold it on there, So let's get that done as well. I'm slowly ticking all these last, I won't call them last minute jobs, these last jobs off the list. And then I think when I've done that, we've got to sort out the battery box. There's a couple of things on there I've got to do, which really I should have done before the powder coating. But if I remember right, when this went in for powder coating, I didn't have the Boya power box to give me the hole sizes and the position of the holes. So now I've got the Boya power box, we can drill them holes out. What I'll have to do is carefully drill them out and then just put some paint around them so they don't go rusty. Anyway, let's drill and tap this little cap so we can get a grub screw in that and get that fitted. Right, let's wrap a bit of tape around this because I'm going to clamp it in the little vise. That'll do. Find a drill and we'll sort that out. Oh, that's a bit loud. What time is it? Bang on 11 o'clock. That'll be all right. Right, M6 tap. That's that sorted. There we go. Hopefully we can get away with just the one. If it doesn't sit nice, we'll bang another one in just a little bit further around. I think that'll be okay. All I've got to do now is find the M6 grub screws. I seem to have misplaced them. It's getting a bit late for a shed search party. I'll have another quick look. I don't know, I've got a bag of them. I don't know where I've put them. Anyway, we can see if it's going to be okay. We're a normal M6, just see what it sits like. Oh, found them. Sorted. Oh, let's get one in there. Might be a little bit long. I don't know. You can see take a bit off in the lathe if it is a bit long. Yeah, it is a bit long. At least we can see if it works. Yeah, that's good. Sometimes you can have this and it'll sort of pull it off a little bit and leave a gap, but no, that's doing up nice, that is. And sitting nice, just needs the grub screw shortening. I'm going to do that right now so it's done then, innit? We can tick that off the list totally. Unless there's a shorter one in there. No, there's not. We'll shorten it. Alright. Now I've got a stumpy grub screw. That should work. That's better. sorted. Right, one battery box, one Boya power box. So this basically replaces the rectifier, which is known to be quite terrible on these era of Enfields. I'll just mark this out. Like I say, should have really done this before powder, but it's one of them we didn't. If we get them drilled out and then drop a bit of paint in there, and I think that's probably a good point to call it a day. Yeah, that's good. So it'd be the 4 holes for the fixings and 1 hole for the wire to drop straight through into the box. I'll get them popped. Alright, mark out where the wire's going to poke through now. Literally about there, I think. That will do. Bit of paint on that. That should be okay. Right, let's just check. Give that a shake. Right, let's turn it over. We ain't gonna scratch nothing then. That's it. All you see is that little pass of wire then. Well, you don't really see it at all. Just, there we are. That'll do. I've also got to shorten some bolts, which I definitely can't do now with the time it is. Find a little bit of paint. Touch them in. Painting without my glasses. That's never going to end well. Luckily it can't be seen, it's underneath. There we go. That'll do. Right, that's that sorted. I need to shorten some bolts for that, and it's a little bit late. Let me check the time actually. 8 minutes past midnight. So yeah, I don't think the neighbours would appreciate me firing the grinder up right now, so we'll do that in the morning. But at least it's sorted. That's ready to go on. We'll get that bolted up, and everything's in situ now, ready to start connecting everything up with wires. Everything's tight. Literally, yeah, I'm sure it's there. There's stuff like the speedo cable's got to go on, but yeah, pretty much everything's done. I think everything's tight. There might be just a couple of things to nit round, especially when I start the bike up. We might spot stuff, but I will go through it from back to front to back again, just double checking everything before I actually start it up and get the tank back and take it for a little ride. So yeah, the next stint, I'll get the tank off, get the back mudguard off. We know all that's okay now. Get that over to Wayne. Fingers crossed he's got time to crack on with that. And yeah, while that's gone, we'll get stuck into the wiring. I think my head's ready to get cracking on it. My headspace weren't right, and you don't want to be messing wiring up. I think I'm ready to get cracking on it now, which is good. Can't think what else we've got to do to it, really. Literally, that is everything. So that's all we've got left to do. It's looking good. I am very, very pleased with this one. It definitely is one of my favourite ones with a black engine. That turned out absolutely fantastic. I'm really pleased with it. You know, we've got things like the front brakes to adjust up, the rear brake to adjust up, but that stuff will do when we've got it up and running. So there will be a few little adjustments, no doubt, and till we get it proper dialed in and running nice, ready for one of you guys to take ownership of it. And I'd like to thank you all again for all the special stickers. That is very, very much appreciated. Obviously, when this is finished, I will be shutting them off. I've still got boxes of stickers. So we've not got a sticker shortage. They're still there on eBay if you wish to have one. But like I say, as soon as this bite's done and I've run it up the road, I shall remove them off eBay. Anyway, that'll do. It's another little bit done. Next stint, 100% on the wires, because like I say, that's all we've got left to do. It's late. I'm going to get all the horses back in the stable and call it a day. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.